So hello everyone, welcome back to the second part of the retro review. Today we're going to travel back together to the early 90s, specifically to 1991 when the Panasonic RX-FT600 was released. This was a representative of the affordable yet already better equipped models. Boomboxes, which we used to call twins or sometimes dachshunds, were practically everywhere back then. This was a popular design since the 80s, allowing for easy cassette copying, and at the same time it was affordable for the average person. You could find them practically everywhere, at work, in children's rooms and in living rooms. In terms of design, a lot changed compared to the 80s, and the 600 model is a great example of that. No more boxy, shoebox-like design. Instead, it has a rounded body, the cassette deck buttons are recessed, and they're the same color as the body of the device. At the same time though, it still keeps the sharp style of the early 90s. The construction overall is sturdy, made from solid plastic. After all, we used to take them to cottages, country houses, school trips, even to parties outside the city. And most of the time, these machines survived it all without any problems. The main feature is the digital tuner, which even comes with automatic tuning. For that time, it was a luxurious feature. You could store up to 24 stations in memory, 12 for FM and another 12 for medium wave. But even back then, those were already a thing of the past. Next, there's the classic double cassette deck, of course operated manually. At least it offers full auto stop, so when the tape finishes playing or rewinding, it stops automatically, and you can manually search for the next song with the cue and review function while fast forwarding. Yes, that's exactly how it sounded. There's one more feature I haven't mentioned yet, and that's high-speed dubbing. This allowed you to make a copy 50% faster, but it definitely didn't do any favors for the sound quality. But what you're probably most interested in is how it actually sounds. The 600 has two-way stereo speakers, and I was really surprised by them. Of course, don't expect anything mind-blowing, but compared to today's technology, those cheaper Bluetooth speakers in the range of about 2,000 to 3,000 crowns, it usually blows them out of the water, both in terms of quality and volume. By the way, it comes equipped with a mechanical equalizer, and there's also a button for bass boost. That's definitely a thumbs up. Oh, and just as a side note, have you noticed that the cheaper the product, whether it's a player or, say, headphones, the bigger the mega bass labels are? That hasn't changed to this day. From the rest of the features, only the RCA input is really worth mentioning. So once again, you can turn it into a Bluetooth speaker. You have to feed it 8 large LR20 batteries plus 2 AA batteries to preserve the radio station memory and keep the display working. And if you don't want to leave your savings with Mr. Duracell, I recommend just plugging it into the socket. The 600 is a product of its time, and that's how you have to look at it, even though the sound is actually quite decent. It's not going to blow you away though. Aside from the usual issues with cassette deck belts, I don't know of any major problems. Whether it's still usable today, the author of this video doesn't have a clear answer to that. Do you just want to play your old tapes once in a while? In that case, it'll serve you very well. It works well as a radio in the kitchen, garage, or workshop. And if you happen to have a favorite or Felicia parked there, they'll complement each other perfectly. If you don't have any nostalgic memories attached to it, I wouldn't put it in the living room. You can find more interesting models with better sound. The best preserved pieces usually sell for around 1,300 crowns, but you might be able to find them even cheaper. So I don't really see it as an investment. They simply made a huge number of them, and apart from the digital tuner, there's nothing particularly remarkable about it. But on the other hand, as a cheap retro piece, it's enjoyable and definitely won't cost you a fortune. Some of these units are still around in many households. Let me know in the comments if you have one like this. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. See you next time with another review. Bye.